Hello everyone, welcome to Mayfly Disc Golf made by amateurs for amateurs. I'm Andrew, here again with Mr. Randy May.
Welcome everybody.
So we're going to start off by talking about our sponsor for today's video. It's obviously Blue Point Discs.
Yeah, Blue Point Disc. We're the Oklahoma Pros shop. This is where you want to go, meet the Oklahoma Pros here, talk to them about what discs they kind of buy, and talk to Sean and Sarah, pick you out some good discs, and got a good used bin selection, a lot of accessories, hats. So go check it out.
Hello everyone, welcome to Mayfly Disc Golf made by amateurs for amateurs. My name is Andrew.
And my name is Randy. How are you all?
So we are
finally together.
And we've actually got a special video for you today. So we are in Emporia, Kansas at the DDO. We are obviously not going to play on the professional course or anything like that, but we are going to get to play Jones East, which is one of the courses out here in Emporia. So it's going to be a round of ourselves and my two brothers.
My three sons.
And we're going to have a good time. It's going to be a blast, and we hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, let's play some disc golf.
Let's do it. 5 seconds.
All right, so hole one, it's a par 3, 397 feet. It's dead straight. We are playing on the shorts, not on the longs. It's just through this little gap, a little bit of an elevation change. So you just want to kind of blast something up and over.
Cut.
What are you throwing there, Andrew?
So here I'm throwing my Fusion Raider. It's a little bit flatter than the other Raiders in my bag, so has a nice little bit of overstability, and yeah, it's just a great throwing disc. And folks, if you couldn't tell, we're doing a little bit of live and post commentary here. We realized that, you know, I think this video needed a little bit of commentary along with it. We tried to do as much commentary during the video as we could, but, you know, we felt like a little bit of post commentary wouldn't be too bad. We talk a little bit about the tournament and talk about what disc we're throwing on the day and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, it was a great. Is that Paul Macbeth? I didn't know he was in Emporia this weekend.
It's a good joke. I don't think Paul Macbeth would have put his disc there.
Hey, and the day that we're doing this commentary, it's Paul Macbeth's birthday today, and he won over in Europe. So congratulations to Paul.
Yep, happy birthday, Paul. Congratulations.
See how sticky that...
So, like we said in the video, you know, this is going to be the Jones East course at Emporia, Kansas, and this was just a blast getting to play this course. You can see my older brother, Ryan, there.
And thanks, Brandon, for recording this.
Yeah, had a nice little family get-together while we were at the DDO, and so had a blast getting to do all of this.
Jones East, hole 2, 342 feet, par 3. It's got a big anhyzer to get out to that. Low ceiling, straight throw. Let's see how it plays out. Is that not true?
I gotta say, I love this shot that I throw.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
So here I'm throwing my
Come on, flex,
very
flex,
old,
flex.
kind of beat-in Champion Beast, and almost gave it an ace run.
Yeah, I'm throwing my orbital, and I love this orbital because it flips up really nice. Look at that.
Yeah, just perfectly turned to flat. Almost got a little too turned over on it, but it was
They're not quite so
nice
amateur.
And Ryan's throwing his what there? Leopard 3?
Yeah, I believe this is his Leopard 3. And, you know, just seemed to kind of drove it a little bit into the ground, but he'll have a really, really nice approach here, so. Almost give it a run.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anytime you see my pink disc out, that's a Logic. I use that for all my putting and kind
Very
of up
nice
shots.
putt.
Ooh, giving you the
Go for it.
juju.
It was a really clean putt, too. Very much like a kind of a Barsby style, girthy style kind of putting. Here, I actually picked up some new putters. I'm putting with an Atom, MVP Atom. Wanted something that was a little bit lower profile, and felt like um, after putting with them for a little while, they felt a little bit light in the hand. So I did switch back to my P2s recently.
All right, here we are at hole 3. It's a par 3, it's 300 feet, and it is up the hill.
This course is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, overturned it.
So there I'm throwing it's a X out musket and just got way too turned over on it. And I was lucky that I found it. I did end up losing it on this day, unfortunately on a different hole, but
And I'm throwing an MVP wave.
Hyzered out.
hmm
And, you know, we're doing a practice round on here. We might throw a couple extra shots here and there. So we're not worried kind of about the score. We're just there to kind of play the course and have fun together.
Yeah, this was really a blast because we've obviously we've never been to Kansas or even played the Jones East course or any of the Jones courses before. So here you are lining up your second shot, which your first one wasn't too bad.
No.
I think you got a little bit more power out of that one. So this is the approach for my musket. I've got quite a bit of distance that I got to chew off.
Nice.
Trying to give it another run. Really, it's so interesting. I've been trying to work on like getting those throw-ins from like the 200-foot mark.
How about that
Rather
throw
than-
in from Paul McBeast to Randy May?
Oh my gosh. That was incredible. When that happened, I was floored because I was walking up and it's just crazy. What a good throw in.
All right.
Lady luck. I love it.
Yeah.
Man, the weather was perfect too.
Yeah, it really was. It wasn't too terribly hot. It got pretty humid once in a little while, but for the most part, it's great weather.
Wait, where are we throwing? This
Uh,
way?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Hole 4, it's par 3, 340 feet. Through the gap here, basket's just right across the way. So you just want to throw something nice flat and try and hit the gap.
I got really
got
lucky
through.
with that shot. Yeah, yeah.
Shoot.
It just managed to kind of slip through those branches.
I would throw.
Ryan gives him.
Yeah, he throws so straight. It's just
Oh,
makes me
he
so jealous. Look at that.
here's this gap. It's incredible. It's such a smooth throw and it's so effortless. It's wild.
I'm gonna go with my Orville again because I like how it flips up and
Yeah, this is a far tunnel shot. And that was something I didn't realize throwing my compass, trying to go for kind of a more controlled mid-range throw. And I just did not
I didn't
anticipate.
get that, bro.
And left that one short too, but
how iconic is that building right there? I was so stoked when I saw that.
I know. It's crazy. You know, you see it from the highway and stuff, and then like being on the course and seeing it on the course, it feels so much more surreal.
Well, and I've watched so many disc golf videos, you know, and seeing this course played on tour, and it's like I'm playing this course. Oh my gosh, couldn't
Yeah.
believe it.
Yeah. And I know, you know, it was kind of interesting while we were up there too, because like there was a lot of talk with the pros that they really didn't like
Get
the
in
course
there.
layout and kind of weren't excited about the golf green just because it felt repetitive. And, you know, I think the players and I think the pros have a lot of fun getting to play on Jones, just because the course variety, you know, the country club is incredible. It's beautiful. But I just feel like the, you know, this tournament kind of missed that pizzazz.
At hole 5, par
these.
3, 291 feet, playing on an island. Is the outer part of that OB? It is. So you got to land inside the island, and let's see how it plays.
This was another hole I was so stoked about, and I thought there is no way in a million years that I can land this.
This came out of your hand so well.
You made it.
I was so
It's so
excited.
clean.
I was so
Nice.
excited when I landed that.
So I think Ryan actually threw his Mako 3 on this and
Nice, Ryan.
Got
left it
on a
short.
little bit of a hyzer. He normally doesn't do that.
Yeah, he did. It was interesting. I think he was trying to power it a little bit. So like here, I threw my instinct. I threw my royal rage, and
Man, that was close.
thought it was gonna
dropped
fade
in.
a little bit
Wait, so-
faster, and just didn't. So
Got an elevated basket.
yeah, this was tough. That elevated basket's high. I mean, the basket from the bottom of the basket's probably 6 feet.
There's Brandon. So I birdied this hole. I was in shock. I was like, this is my
Absolutely
greatest day in the world. I mean, with my 3 sons playing disc golf.
So good.
Ready? All right. Hole 6, par 3, 314 feet. It's going to be pretty much dead straight. You've got the basket kind of tucked up against the tree there. So really any shot's feasible. Good.
Come back.
That was a nice
Come
one,
back.
Dan.
Thank you.
That looks like a park.
Felt good out of the hand. I actually, when we played this course, I felt really good. Just felt like I was throwing really good shots and felt
be the
really
shot I
strong.
take.
Ryan threw a really nice shot there too. He's so good with that leopard 3.
That recently he lost.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that was so sad.
Okay, so I threw that and it really stunk.
Why do I just feel like I'm gonna hit this tree?
So I think
I'm trying to
Ryan's
go
throwing
for
his
a big
Mako
one, high
now.
three. Oh god.
Ryan throws a total of like 3 discs. He's got 3 discs in the bag, which is fine. I mean, that's really all you need. Fairway driver, mid-range,
Yeah.
and a putter.
He did
Very
the Trilogy
easy.
Challenge this weekend in Alabama, and he said he really liked those discs that they had. He's gonna bag them all.
Yeah, the orbit plastic's incredible. Feels wonderful.
Damn.
I didn't even try. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Could have got your putter out.
Man, that's a good looking bag on my back.
Squatchy.
Hole 7, par 3, 358 feet. You can see here from the tee pad, you've got to throw over to the right here in a cluster of guardian trees. I would get there with a roller or a big forehand. Let's see.
That's a pretty good shot.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, it was okay. I think I got a little bit too turned over on it. Probably should have thrown it a little bit more flat, but Ryan threw a great shot here too. Just
Mhm.
There you go,
nice and straight. Put him in a good position to kind of look at the basket and everything.
Sweet.
That was my Mamba.
That was a great throw too. It's very clean.
Cranked it.
He's just
Ryan
a
doing a little
little bit
tree
off.
trimming.
Yeah. He just seemed a little offline.
Oh.
That one grabbed your disc.
Oh, that was so disappointing whenever that happened
like
because
yours,
it
man.
looked so
I'd like to
good and
thank
it had the perfect amount of
Calvin
angle and
Heinberg
everything
for
on
sending
it.
me
And
this
then that
disc golf
tiny
bag.
little tree branch just
Calvin
were
did not send
perfectly
that disc golf bag.
dangling. And it just slapped my disc down. So sad.
Beat it.
I had a nice
Great
upshot
upshot.
there.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
That's good.
So we played Hammond, Jones East, Jones West, and
Um,
what's the cartoon one?
Peter Pan. Peter
Peter
Pan.
Pan. And
Mhm.
we played
shot,
Peter Pan,
Ryan.
which was amazing too.
Yeah, highly recommend. I mean, Jones East and West are like super
Like
iconic.
The Office, like just
I mean, definitely go check them out if you're up there. But if you're looking for another course to play, go to Peter Pan Park. That was a blast.
Yeah, it was. And there goes my other son, Brandon. He's
Well,
just learning to play, and
You decided to empty the bag.
yeah,
It's
he's like, I
funny
don't want
'cause
to be on camera. Okay, we will make sure you're not.
Okay. All right, so we've got hole 8. It's a par 3, 360 feet. So off the tee here, you've got 3 guardian trees that are blocking the basket, which is probably about 30 or 40 feet past that. So if you can try and beat the trees, then great. Yeah. I think it's still yours.
yeah, I'm just trying to decide what I'm going to throw.
he's just getting in his zone. He's channeling Macbeth.
So most of you can kind of tell. So I'm wearing an arm sleeve, which I don't normally do. But I was having some of the worst elbow pain.
80s.
Kind of the week leading up, and then the week of the DDO, and just needed that little extra protection for my elbow.
So here goes my Hades.
Which you got this in a really
Yeah.
nice spot,
Did it hide out
actually.
of my hand?
I felt like that spot was kind of perfect.
Yeah, it really was, because there's so much, trees up there to be getting into.
My plan
look
was
at
to just
that.
Shot.
Yeah. My plan was to like get some extra distance and then push it through those trees, but it didn't kind of, I mean, it did what it was supposed to, but just didn't go exactly to plan.
I think it's just going to be a little faster. So what's going to happen is when you throw this, it's going to flip up and then just stay straight and flat for a
Okay,
while.
Andrew's giving Ryan a little lesson
That's
on
how you do zigzag.
Well, it's
something.
going to flip up and be stiffer and harder than it would.
More like what he wants to go.
What's he
this way.
gonna throw? What's in his hand?
Sort of, yeah. It just wants to straighten out. It's not going to have any sort of play to it.
So what I'm throwing is a
It's just
star
gonna be
strike, or
kind of
what
like
he's
an
about to
arrow.
throw is
Oh,
a star
but
strike.
yeah.
That'll play.
Give it a shot.
I actually ended up giving him this disc because, so I had it in my bag for a long time. It's got a really domey top. It's only 176 grams, so it's very, very light. And I was overpowering the disc, and I was just throwing it too hard. And it would just end up turning into like a huge roller, and it wouldn't fly
right,
correctly for me. So I gave it to Ryan because
Yeah.
he throws with such spin and with such accuracy. I thought like a lighter, kind of higher speed disc would be better for him. So
Perfect.
Good
That was
filming there,
great.
Brandon.
Yeah, that was a nice shot.
good upshot for Ryan too.
It's a great
Felt like
day.
that was kind of tricky
at
because he had to get
Emporia.
around the tree and everything.
I
Going
was
the
close to
logic.
OB on that shot.
You were very close to OB, but I feel like getting on that left side kind of opens up the shot a little bit, which I think you throw through the tree, right? Yeah. but I think like you could throw a forehand, and really kind of push it over the street.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Your putting's gotten a lot stronger.
Ryan, do you want me?
Even like when we played this round and stuff like that, it just felt
Yeah,
really
it
good.
really has, and I can contribute to throwing stickier disc because I was throwing some pretty
This hole played out pretty well for us.
slick discs
you
before,
think?
and I couldn't get spin.
Yeah.
Short, hole 9, par 3, 270 feet. Basket out there in the middle, but you've got to go around that tree, left or right. And we're gonna all birdie this thing.
My Hades.
Oh shit.
We're all gonna birdie this one.
Oh,
I can't play the game.
You know, you do what you can.
yeah. That's why they call it a practice round.
Yeah.
Brandon, I'm gonna be.
So-
It's interesting,
left
Andrew, to
side
go
of the
play a new
street,
course
so-
you've never played. You don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
the local lines, or you don't have the
Mhm.
lines down personally that you would throw, and so you're just trying to figure it out as you go.
Yeah.
We're short of it.
Yeah, I make a grave error here. Well, I wouldn't say it's not necessarily a grave
We're
error.
all gonna birdie
I-
this hole.
Tried to throw like an overstable fairway driver, see if I could just pure hyzer, because it's only 270 feet. It felt short, but then I forgot the elevation changes. Also, there's 3 guardian trees that are just wrapped around it, and so I'm lucky that I fell short of the basket. But
Whoa! I gotta
man,
rethrow.
again,
It's so
he
embarrassing.
throws so straight.
We're all gonna birdie
It's
this
so
hole.
crazy.
So what
I
am I
think-
throwing here? It's
One bad day.
MVP.
I think it's your orbital.
Orbital, yeah.
There it is.
There we go.
No. Didn't
Yeah, and that's
go.
perfect.
You'll
I
have a
just-
look at the basket.
We're
think
all
it's
gonna
good.
birdie
It's
this
good.
hole.
Our cameraman's really funny.
Yeah, I had a couple of people notice me at the tournament, the DDO. Said, "Are you from Oklahoma?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, I forgot I was
We
wearing
are
a Blue
all
Point."
going to birdie
This golf
this
hat.
hole.
We are all.
We're all gonna
Let's
birdie
birdie
this
this
hole.
We had them there,
We're all
a
gonna
couple
ace
different
this hole.
groups, and,
Hmm.
it was fun.
Yeah.
That's
Nice,
better,
Ryan.
Ryan. There we go.
That's
Beautiful.
good.
Oh, I went the wrong
You
way.
really got the height on that one. It was good.
Try and do
By
it.
the way, Blue Point Disc Golf, Oklahoma City. Told you we're all gonna birdie this hole.
Blue point disc.
Get in there.
We're all gonna birdie this hole.
Can we edit that?
I think this day that we played this course, and we went to DDO and we walked a lot of that course, and by the end of the day, I had like 12 miles on my Apple Watch that we had walked.
Yeah, we
And we did
so
that like
much.
every day. We were tired
Oh yeah.
by the end of that
Exhausted.
tournament.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, continue filming.
Well, it's just, you know, every day being at the tournament, you know, it's interesting because like you want to go and enjoy the tournament, you want to watch the pros, you know, but you also want to
We're
go
all gonna
out
birdie
and
this
get to
hole.
play because there's so many courses in these areas. And Thanks for that zoom in,
I
Brandon.
dirty birdied it.
yeah, so it's kind of like it's a difficult balance of like we want to go out and play, so maybe we'll play early in the morning and then try and get to the afternoon so we can, you know, watch FPO finish, watch MPO start.
All right, we've got hole 10. It's a par 3, 327 feet, dead straight. Across the way, we've got sort of like a low ceiling and some trees to kind of contend with at the end of flight. Yeah, we just want to get something out there.
Hello, my name is Andrew.
I I think they're making fun of you.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah,
Hello,
for
everyone.
sure.
My name is Andrew.
So that
May.
hat you're wearing, Sarah from Blue Point gave me that hat.
Me still. I
Oh,
birdied.
that's cool. I didn't know that
Yeah.
Sarah picked that out. Yeah, that one's sweet.
Birdie.
I've actually been wearing that out, playing disc golf and stuff, just because it's got
And
kind
we're all
of
gonna par
Did I
this
leave
hole.
that with you?
Yeah, I took it
Dang
on.
it.
Yeah. I thought you were giving it to me.
Sarah, I may need another hat.
Fair.
Yeah, look at that throw.
Yeah, you threw such a good shot here. There's this weird tree
not
that's like
sad
in the
about
middle of
that.
the
It's
fairway
about
that you also have to
50
beat.
out.
It's this one was kind of funky. This is the one that I ended up losing my musket on. So you're about to see me throw this. I get way too much height on it and just hyzer, way too much hyzer. And I was kind of surprised too, because that disc has been flipping pretty well for me. And so I don't know what happened. I don't know if I just didn't put enough spin on it, but yeah, I ended up
and
losing that
again,
day.
we hadn't played this course before. We didn't know that like these grassy areas where they were. And when you throw your disc in there, whatever's in there, they just grab your leg like stickers
Good.
and
That's
just
the first time
shred
you've
your skin.
Throwing a big and high.
Oh yeah, there were like thorns
Oh.
and like thorn bushes and all sorts of stuff in there. It was
It
was the
You
one.
want to stay out of that stuff. I didn't know. You'll see up later on, I lose a disc and never get to finish
There
the
we
hole.
go. Come back.
And that was with my FD, so that ended up being perfect.
What?
Yeah, that was
Oh.
good.
Bad time with that micro, but should be able to just get it up there.
You're just wanting to chip it up. You don't want something high speed and skippy.
It was cool too, driving around town, Andrew. Remember we had like people's houses that have baskets in their front yard, or like at the school, they'd have a basket, just on the school grounds. And
Yeah, it's crazy. There's disc golf everywhere out there. And we have a friend that actually lives in Emporia, and she says that like their football team is like a really big thing there in Emporia, which is a surprise. You'd think with the dynamic disc headquarters and stuff being there, like be much more popular. But
dang it.
oof. Those are always tough. Little band hits.
Ryan, I earned this car.
There we go.
All right, we've got hole 11. It's par 3, 305 feet. It's blind from the tee, over this hill, and straight ahead from the tee pad. So I'm thinking probably kind of a hyzer throw out to the right.
I kind of birdie bogey that. I mean, that last hole. Bogey, par bogey. Missed it easy.
And what do you have in your hand there?
So that's my my X out Lone Howl 3. It's pretty flat, pretty overstable PD, and I actually got a great throw with that disc. You'll see where I end up, and I'm pretty much within birdie range.
I'm throwing my cosmic wave here.
That's a better angle.
And I thought that was a good shot because we didn't know where the
Yeah, I don't know
basket
where the
was,
basket
did we?
is, so.
And that guy
had
just
an
told us
idea.
it was kind of over the hill by those trees.
Yeah, we had one of the locals come up, and he actually tried to help us look for the disc, which was really kind of him. So if he ends up finding this video, thank you so much for trying to help us out. But he was also telling us that like essentially this was over the hill and to the left of all those trees and stuff, and then when we got up there, there's like OB like completely surrounding the area, and so we ended up losing that wave, which was a bummer.
Yeah, it was.
Nice putt.
But I did go to Blue Point and buy me a new wave.
That's right.
I just can't get birds today. It's okay.
It's all right.
All right, Jones East Disc Golf Course. Hole 12, par 4, 499 for the short basket. What we're playing up there around by that flagpole, and a lot of grass. You got to get it beyond so you don't lose your disc. So we'll see how it plays out.
Ryan May on the tee.
This was such a fun hole. We had to spot because the very first throw was kind of, you had a lot of out of bounds and stuff that we had to beat. So just.
And it was another blind hole. I thought it was kind of around that flagpole, but actually it was way further down.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
I think it's my Fusion Raider again. I think I wanted to go with something that had a little bit of overstability.
Dude, nice throw.
There goes Brandon's throw. That was nice.
Yeah, that was such a good throw. I think he actually ends up putting it right by the basket.
And I worked on a little tree trimming there for Emporia.
Yeah, just cleaning up the course a little bit. So I'm throwing a Rock X3. A little too much spin. Got it flipped over a little bit. It's the lighter one in my bag, so kind of understand why.
They've got to remove that tree.
Oh gosh.
My disc
At
golf
least-
socks.
I was gonna say, at least we're getting a good look at the socks there.
Yeah.
You know?
I was supposed to throw down a little bit of an ante, and it didn't come out of my hand the right way, but
Could be right there.
Yeah. I think we were still able to find it though, which is a good. That's a plus.
yeah, it landed outside of in the fairway there, but I was surprised about that. I thought you were gonna
Well,
nail that shot.
not bad.
Yeah. I think it just came out of my
I
hand
think you
weird.
can make it.
I don't know. It's just one of those weird throws.
That was nice. Andrew.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm telling you, those atoms. I think I just underestimated how light they felt in the hand, and so I wasn't making great putts with those atoms. I mean, even afterwards and everything. So
Yeah, and I just laid up and took my punishment.
All right, we're looking at hole 13. It's par 3, 377 feet. Basket on the left here. And you just want to get it across all of this out of bounds and try and get yourself within birdie range.
Serving the pizza.
Gold.
A little higher.
what disc am I throwing there?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't tell. I'm trying to. The only yellow disc in my bag that I can think of is my Excalibur, but I would definitely did not throw my Excalibur on this.
Okay, this looks like it's going to go OB, but it does not.
Yeah.
And
You.
I threw my orbital first on this hole. Watch these two clowns. And I lost my orbital,
I'm gonna
my
try
D-Day
again.
orbital. So if anybody finds it, call me
Nice.
and I'll pay you money to send it back to me. I think they're trying to do some sort of a. He hits
Stop hitting the
that tree like
tree.
3 times.
One more try. Yeah.
Here we
That
go.
disc needs to go to the.
I love this tree. 3 for 3 on the tree, baby.
It's very solid work.
I'll take that upshot.
Yeah, that was great. So I actually threw 2 shots on here. I don't know where my first one, the first throw went, but so my first throw went OP through my Raider, and then I threw, maybe it was the orange strike that I had in the bag. I think I threw that and ended up throwing it way past the basket. You can kind of see where I ended up.
Yeah, I must have pulled that one out of there.
Yeah, go finish your.
Hustle, boy. Man, I'd give anything to play this course again.
Oh, I know. It was such a blast.
Okay, hole 14, 310 feet. Just a little sweet backhand down there, or a little forehand, roller, whatever you want to play it. It's yours.
Making a face at the camera.
Popped out in fairway. That's what matters, you know?
Yeah. How would you like to live in that house right there and just walk out every day and just play this course?
That'd be incredible.
Hit that tree.
Man, the people
Oh,
in
I
Emporia
forgot
were
to
so
slow
friendly
down.
and nice, and
Oh, yeah. They were so kind. I mean, the whole town and stuff like that. I know that there's a lot of appreciation for the disc golf community and stuff out there. So
Perfect, Ryan.
Yeah.
Perfect amount of turnover on it.
that was
That
so
was
perfect.
I
nice.
tried.
That was good.
Oh, and it hit that tree. That tree, man. I don't know why, but that was getting everybody's discs. That was a nice throw.
I think Ryan has the most unique putting style of anybody I've ever seen.
I agree. He's
Okay,
got such
this
a.
is going to be spectacular. Yeah, baby.
Nice.
I was real happy with that one.
I was too.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
I'm out of
You can tell I'm worn out and tired, man.
Oh yeah. This was a lot, especially that day. I mean, we started off the round, it was a little bit cooler, but by the time we hit
Ready?
this back nine, it was so
All
hot.
right, so we're looking at hole 15. It's par 3, 327 feet. Off the tee, you have a very small water carry, and then past there and down in a little guarded wooded area. You just want to try and get something dead straight. That's the best you can do.
Pretty guarded, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I liked how this was laid out though. So I'm throwing my FD so I can keep something nice and straight down the fairway. Which that shot ends up being really it's in a good spot. I just put it a little bit
Very nice.
further to the left than I had wanted.
Very good.
I think if you get up there and you can see the mouth of that
Heck yeah, you
hole
were.
there and kind of
Oh, you-
get your disc in, then
What you throwing here, Dad?
Yeah.
you're in a pretty good place once you're not pinched off.
Probably my Hades.
You're throwing
Oh, God.
another one, huh?
Yeah, just for fun, and this was horrible. It got so turned over. I'm not surprised. That one's like a pretty bubble topped Maverick, so
There goes my Hades. And it hits a tree.
Man, that
that
was
honestly would have been such a good line.
nice.
Another tree they need to cut down.
Yeah.
But I have a look. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Get through.
that was
I think
bad.
it might have gotten through.
You're just kind of short, seem like.
What do you got, about 50 feet?
Probably 40. But
You know, when you're at that tournament and you're watching the professionals play, and then you get out there thinking, I can do this. You can't.
You can't.
That was a great up. And that was
Thanks.
a great up.
Yeah, I was trying to throw it in, see if I could get a little forehand chip in, but didn't work in my favor.
And you guys in Oklahoma, contact me, Oklahoma City area. Let me come shoot you around and put it up. And I shot 4 guys today on Eldon Lion that I'll be getting up soon. So it was a lot of fun. There's my attempt out of the
Little
bushes
shooting
there,
from
out of
in
the
the trees.
trees. Disc golf is so much fun when you're not keeping score, isn't it?
That's a blast.
I bogeyed that.
Throw as many shots as you want. Practice your lines.
This little breeze feels good. Man, you're hard on those baskets.
So off.
Why are we playing third?
Oh my gosh.
B.A. Ryan.
like that far. Ready, bub? All right. So we're looking at hole 16. It's a par 3, 397 feet. It is a water carry just straight across from the tee over by that pavilion. For us amateurs here, we're probably just going to play it short to the water and then throw across. But if you've got the big arm, obviously you want to go for just a nice straight shot.
This was another great hole, but I didn't feel I had the power to get it all the way across. So I thought,
Yeah. It's a pretty big gap between from land to land over that water and stuff. So yeah. I think that's part of the reason why I mentioned. I was like, yeah, just lay up and have
yeah,
a shorter
and you
shot.
went for it and crushed
Well, you
it.
can throw 400.
Well,
You're on a hill. It's gonna play more like 370.
oh yeah, this is it.
That is a smash.
You know, that Fusion Raider was working really well for me that day. So definitely I put it a little too high. Got it to fade pretty far left, but definitely hit that 400 mark, which is pretty killer. I was really, really happy with that.
It's interesting that, you know, a year ago you weren't throwing, but maybe 300.
Not even 300, maybe 280, 270.
Yeah. And a year ago, Ryan probably wasn't throwing more
Dagger in
than
the shot.
200.
Yeah.
But he eats meat now.
Yeah, that's the reason why he's throwing better. He actually
Hey.
threw this disc so well.
Yeah.
That was so nice.
And for me, this is like a terrible upshot. That's so bad.
What did you throw?
My crave, I think.
Oh, okay.
It just hyzered out of my hand.
Yeah. A little too much height.
My number one problem in disc golf is throwing hyzers.
It's I'm sorry, I should have warned you that.
Eventually, somebody's going to see my videos and they're going to say, hey, let me give you some pointers and get that swoop that out of my throw. And I've been working on it.
Man, I wanted that birdie so bad.
So here goes Ryan's trick shot
Oh my gosh.
through the picnic table area. I wonder how that plays out in a tournament.
Well, I think during tournament play, well, at least with the pro circuit and stuff like that, I don't think they play this basket position. I think they probably have this hole somewhere else. We're just throwing all the discs in.
Yeah.
All right, hole 17. It's 323 feet, par 3. Again, this is another water carry. Across the way, you want to avoid the tree, obviously, off the tee, and then the one right next to the basket on the right-hand side. I'm going to play forehand, but the other two are probably going to play a backhand, probably a little hyzer. So.
I'm gonna do a roller.
Into the water.
Okay, I was so nervous to throw this.
I think it was scary for all of us. I think this was probably the biggest water carry. It's a shorter hole.
It's like,
I saw that coming on my hand, and I was like, "Oh God!"
that was great.
I'm going to throw a road runner
Yeah.
that I found.
That Fusion Raider
And
just so flat.
if I lose it, I don't care.
I pulled out an old road runner that I found that in case it went into the water, I wouldn't care. But Mr. Swoopy throw here. Swoop.
Is that clean?
It's so funny that it just straightens out.
Yeah.
Lands.
Nice work, Dad.
Oh, just barely, man.
That was over
That was good.
300.
Here we go. Trespass.
Trespass.
Forgive us our trespasses.
And
So
here's
Ryan's like, I do not want to lose my disc. I do not want to lose my disc.
it was pure panic. You can just tell he's so focusing.
Yes.
Do that flip up so nice.
Look at that shot. That is so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all over.
Oh my gosh.
Ryan May, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that was such a good throw from him. Little layup.
Like water carries or
Yeah.
Are you running it here?
Yeah, I think I do actually. Because at this point I was like, oh, we're just out here for fun. I'm gonna run it and see if I can get it. Which clearly I did not. Way off my hyzer line.
Pizza.
very close.
Almost threw it in,
Pizza.
which was nice for Ryan.
Okay.
Little basket love. I tell you, when you have a fuse back like mine, it's hard to throw.
Okay.
All right, good luck.
Good luck. Good luck.
Hole 18. Andrew, hole 18.
Hole
Par
18.
4.
It's 530 feet. You've got a long throw across this field, and then the basket is tucked behind a bunch of trees. This is a long one, so just a nice juicy throw is all you're looking for.
It's out of our league. Not Andrew's league. It's out of my league. My overall, I had lost it.
You crank on this one.
I lost my
Yeah,
overall.
actually, on both of my throws, they ended up both being in the same spot in the water, which is great. Retrievable, which is good news. But yeah, I definitely try to put my full power and stuff. I think I didn't anticipate that they were going to turn over so quickly and end up in the water. I thought they were going to hold their line just a bit longer.
You know, a guy the other day turned me onto a grace,
Oh yeah.
and when I throw that grace, it waits a long time before it starts stalling out to
Oh my
turn,
God.
and I'm really liking it.
That
Yeah.
disc is
I think those have like
I
a
thought you said you couldn't
5
go early.
glide on them, but honestly, they hold for so long. It's
Yeah.
almost like it's like a 6 or a 7 rather than a 5. It's crazy. So Ryan's throwing this lucid air trespass that he found. He also threw it on the last hole,
Oh
and
yes.
he rips on this disc really well. He
So good.
got
Crushed it.
quite a bit of distance on that.
But you don't have to go. I'm gonna take my first.
There goes my Hades.
What do you think my max is? 350?
Perfect amount of flip up.
That was a good money shot.
Oh, they can. I mean, they can bomb as much as they want. I've seen them throw 600 feet. What?
Oh yeah.
What's this one here?
So that's a champion strike that Ryan let me trade for my star, which I ended up really liking this disc. It's really nice. But again, ends up in I'm not kidding, almost the exact same spot for both of my throws.
That was terrible.
This was a tough hole. This is probably the most difficult hole on this course, which makes sense with it being 18.
Yeah, it was so guarded.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw a very special
You'd think
disc.
that like
Okay,
I-
hold
I
on.
th-
We're gonna hear you explain this.
Prototype to the prototype MD5 that I got from my Xmania discount box.
That was your mystery box disc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually had a couple people comment and send me messages saying that not a lot of people ended up getting those hidden MD5s in the box. So that was kind
Right.
of like a rare thing, which is pretty cool. And so far, I've loved having it in my bag. I don't really have like an overstable mid-range in my bag. Most of them are like I throw a compass and I've got those Rock X3s, but nothing like super overstable. And yeah, but that MD5 is killer. It's such a good disc.
So you know that disc that Ricky signed for me at the after party thing on the street party, the
Yeah, the
Saki
Saki
bomb. What
Slammer.
was it?
The Slammer, Saki
The
Bomb Slammer,
Slammer.
Raptor Eye.
So I love the feel of it, and I went and bought me one.
Mm-hmm.
And when I threw it, it's so stable
Mm-hmm.
that it's just, hyzers out on me so bad I can't throw it. I'm probably going to give it to Taylor, but um, yeah, I was surprised about that.
Yeah, it's a pure approach disc, so it's going to be like super overstable, and that's really
Chain
a
Nice,
good
right?
throw. My gosh, I forgot he throws that in.
I did too.
Yeah, those slammers are supposed to be pretty overstable. I use mine for just like chip shots, like 150 to like 200 feet.
All right, good round.
I've changed my name to
What'd you think?
Warren Slick right here
Don't film
because
him.
I am worn out.
1, 2, 3. Okay, Drew, come on.
All right.
Hang on.
All right, Mayfly Disc Golf made history today. Playing Jones East in Emporia, Kansas. Never played it before, and it was a lot of fun.
It was incredible. This course is just, we played the shorts, but really it's a fairly tricky. Had some nice OB carries and had some nice long shots that were really testy, so had a lot of fun out here.
Yeah, subscribe and like, hit those buttons. I don't know what all that means. I'm 63, but just do what you're supposed to do, and we'll see you on the course.
Okay, so how much fun did we have that day?
Oh, 10 out of 10. It was incredible. I mean, it was just a blast. I mean, even just being at the DDO and stuff like that was incredible, but getting to play that round with all four of us and like getting to do the filming is just awesome. It was such a fun time.
Yeah, and Ryan moved to Hawaii, and you've been in Colorado, and we've not all been together in a long time, several years or more. So it was
Hmm.
such a great trip to kind of get us all together and play some disc golf and take a little trip. And I mean, it was I one of the best weekends I've had all year.
Yeah. Oh, same for me. I mean, it was so fun just having everybody in one place and also just all of us getting to enjoy the thing that we love, which is disc golf, you know? So,
Yeah, absolutely. You know, if you all have not been to a pro tour event and seen the pros play, it's so worth it to go because the tournaments are very class act. The courses are beautiful, the people are friendly, and just seeing the pros throw. I love watching the FPO players. The female players are just phenomenal these days, and how far they can throw and how accurate and their putting skills. And it's really cool to watch the younger kids now that are playing. Um, it's anybody's game anymore in disc golf. It's not Paul Ricky anymore. It's anybody.
hmm I agree, totally agree. And I think that's kind of, that's us seeing the growth of the sport, seeing that this sport progress into something more than, just something casual for people, or for professionals, something that's seems more like a hobby than really a job. I mean, it really seems like the disc golf community now is just stronger than ever and just making the sport more and more popular. And I think it's incredible. And I think that's why we're seeing such a variety of different players and skill levels and stuff and seeing all these new younger, athletes coming into the sport. It's awesome. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it really is. You remember we went into a coffee shop before we were leaving Emporia, and we met up with Chris Clemens, and I was like, "How do you all do this?" I mean, we spent a weekend, drove up and drove back, and we were worn slick. And to do this and grind day in and day out every week is what they're entertainers. I mean, yeah, they entertain us, but they go through a lot to do what they do to go through this tour. And man, I appreciate it.
hmm and I think one of the best ways to support them is by showing up to those tournaments because, the more people that come to those tournaments and support them, get to meet them, it just, truly shows your appreciation, but also helps them financially and helps the sport.
Yeah,
So, I
buy their
mean,
discs, buy their bags. I
yeah,
mean, do whatever you can to support it because disc golf's here to stay. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Um,
definitely.
and it's people kind of still view it as like, oh, it's the hippie sport, but it's not. There's big money.
hmm And there's a lot of athleticism attached to it. I mean, we've seen over the years, pros just, I mean, wear out their bodies, playing and dedicating themselves to this sport. So, this isn't just some casual, run of the mill sport. I mean, this is real athleticism that we're seeing.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, have the young guys winning, but you still got Greg's Barsby and people like that are still winning on tour that just keeps the sport alive. And
hmm
it's so cool that we're kind of in the third generation now of the Isaac Robinson and Gannon Burr and all these young kids. And
Harder
so
errands and all them. Yeah.
yeah, it's so fun to watch. And so you guys, thank you for watching. And Andrew, what are your final words today?
Yeah. I don't think we've said this enough. This was a special, day and a special weekend for, the Mayfly disc golf crew and for our family and stuff. So we just want to give like a big shout out one to Blue Point Disc for supporting our channel, sponsoring our videos, but also for all the viewers that are, here to watch our videos, enjoy the content. And we just appreciate you guys for checking us out and um yeah, just supporting our disc golf.
Yeah, we're the only ones in Oklahoma doing it right now. And I want to film you around and get you up on YouTube and I think I've got Nick coming in to do some commentary on a round that I shot today with him over at Eldon Lion, and that's what it's all about. And promoting disc golf and Oklahoma disc golf and local players, and so we just hope that you guys contact us and give us some comments. So Andrew, the me putting up the disc when people are throwing them off the tee had a good response. I'm going to do that again for the round that I shot today. So
Yeah.
um, we're going to try to keep making this better, and you guys give us comments, and we will listen to what you have to say.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks again for supporting the channel, and we'll see you on the course.
Peace out.